Hey YouTube, Dan Otto here, coming at you with a video on not mechanics of the game, but strategy that you need to become a great GBL player. And I'm going to showcase something that my opponent did that they should have won this game, but they lost the game because of the moves they made. And again, 28-48, so they're in a really high yellow already. So it's not like they're a bad player, but there's just three things that you need to try to maintain when you are in this game to win. And they're obvious, but just how you maintain them is important. So there's switch advantage, shield advantage, and energy advantage. So I'll just kind of go over all of them, and then I'll kind of go over the game and show why they made some mistakes here. So switch advantage, obviously, you want to have a good matchup on typings, right? So when you're running a team, you can run you can go to my team building series. I made a bunch of teams of how you run different teams. So one is a balanced team, right? So you have like something like, I'll just give an example, Swampert on the lead, so that's super weak to grass, a Talonflame in the back, which will beat the grass, and then a safe swap in the middle where you try to flip switch, right? So in that scenario, you try to align your team to win switch advantage so you can hard counter, hopefully, one of the opponent's other Pokemon. The other option is if you're running, yeah, so that's when you fight for switch advantage. And so when people ask me, when do you fight for switch advantage? You fight for switch advantage when your Pokemon is so hard, like so beaten so hard. So if I had my like Hydro Cannon, Earthquake, Swampert on a Trevenant, and I could, so I mean, that's a poor safe swap there. But if I had a safe swap that I could maybe win switch advantage, I'm definitely getting my Talonflame on their Trevenant, right? That's when I'd fight for switch. There's other times you don't need to fight for switch, and that's when you get the other two, but specifically shield advantage. So ABB style teams. ABB style teams, the most famous one is sort of Grasshole, which is sort of Bastion on lead and two Razor Leafers or just grass Pokemon in the back. So you automatically switch into your grass Pokemon. Hope you can grab a shield to take shield advantage. Your Bastion comes back in and just punishes. And then you'll have an energy advantage on Bastion and you will have a shield advantage, right? So that's how you run ABB style teams to get the shield advantage and energy advantage. So you always want to make sure you have at least one, probably two of these scenarios. So what happens here? So again, we're in the mid to high 2800s. Lickitung versus Nidoran. So this is Little Cup, and this is right now a neutral scenario. So if you're in a neutral scenario, you right now I'm thinking, okay, I actually don't know who wins this matchup, but it's close. So can I win this matchup? Yes or no? If I'm gonna lose, can I take shield advantage? Yes or no? If I'm gonna lose, can I take energy advantage on my next Pokemon? So that's the three things that you're going through your head right when you're starting. So we're going. I didn't speed this up because I want to kind of stop. So as you can see, this Nidoran is pretty spammy. So that's fine. They're going to grab this, do this Poison Fang, lower my defense, and it actually does a lot more damage. And they give up Switch into Why Not. So I decide to throw here because what? So already they're giving up Switch into Why Not. And Lickitung has a losing matchup against Why Not. So you would assume if you're in this league that I'm going to have an answer for Why Not. I don't have an immediate answer for Why Not. That's why I built up, like, Lick does super effective, and he's body slamming a chip, and then I can get my own Why Not on here, is what's going to happen. But they just realistically gave up Switch for no reason here. So now I'm in control of this game from the start. I can throw this body slam, did some lick damage, throw this body slam just to do some chip damage, and now I've got a good HP advantage here, and I'm going to be able to come out with a ton of energy, right? So they're just going to throw these mirror coats. I'm going to throw these mirror coats, but I'm going to make sure. So now we're going to get to the energy advantage here. I'm not throwing the mirror coat right away because there's no point in me throwing the mirror coat right away because it's going to do nothing. I need to have a bunch of energy coming out for the Pokemon coming back in. So because I was able to do so much lick and body slam damage, I'm going to win this matchup if they decide not to get out. Or if they decide to stay in, so if they decide to stay in, I'm going to win this matchup. If they decide to get out, I'm probably going to come out with a bunch of energy here. So that's fine. Maybe I should have sped this up because I know this matchup is so brutal if you have played this live. So they're not getting out. Okay. So I know they have a Nidoran in the front. which these mirror coats will do super effective against. Our switch timer's up, and I have a Scroopy on in my other back line here, so which will do probably running. It's probably gonna be evenish because we're both spamming the body slams and the aqua tails, so they're not getting out, which is fine. Because I'm gonna take this matchup, and I'm gonna come out with energy to throw at the Nidoqueen. So already giving up switch here unnecessarily puts them in a very tricky situation because now they lost switch advantage. I'm going to have an energy advantage on this, and we're even in the shields. So really, this move that they made did not get anything out of it. And then they give up another one. So the problem with this is they now show me the third Pokemon that they have. So I know they're full team, so I can start thinking ahead of what I want to do. So basically, I'm going to chip here. I know that my Lickitung will do, and why I don't like this is they know I have a Lickitung. And the fast move on Seal is Lick, which is resisted, double resisted by Lickitung. So now I can come Lickitung and just take these super non-effective moves. They're going to have to start throwing their charge moves. But at this point, my Licks are doing more than their, because their moves are all resisted, like their fast move resisted. So I can just probably shield back, and my Licks will do damage. Their Licks will not do damage. So I'm already taking advantage there. Plus, I'm pretty spammy that I'm probably going to get to another move here before they get to a move. So now I'm going to possibly take shield advantage, or they're going to give this up and try and go back in the Nidic or the one of the other two. Let's see what they do here. Right. So now I'm going to, so I CMP, which is huge. At this point, I'm probably going to let this go down and just come in with my, I'm probably going to, okay, perfect. And now I'm going to come with my Nidoran and get ahead on energy. So there's your energy advantage. And this is why it was easy. If you're going to go down, like it does, see at this point, switch doesn't matter for me. Energy advantage is what matters to me. We're even in the shield. There's no point in me shielding that Lickitung. So we're even in shields. I know that they just dumped all their energy, so I can just now come in with a huge energy advantage. And because the Nidoqueen can't do anything except for the body slams at me, as long as I have an energy advantage, I'm good. So now they're in trouble because I got an energy advantage. The Nidoqueen's not going to do much against me. And if they come in with their why not, I can probably just shield and farm, or so there out comes the Nidoran, that's fine. So throw this here. This will do about, I don't know if it does 50%. I don't remember how much it does. No, it does not do much. And they give a switch again. So now I can build up again and just catch here. I didn't know how much energy they had, so I tried to like farm a bit and then absorb the move on this. So they give up switch again unnecessarily because now I can just come in here, absorb that. I think they're going to get a couple moves off here, but the counters are actually going to do some damage here. Do I get to a move? I don't get to a move. That's too bad, but that's okay because now the counter damage did some, and I still loaded with energy. So I can shield up one, they're going to shield up one, and I should just be able to outpace here. But their team, their back line, oh yeah, so I have two moves here. So I'm just going to go back to back here to burn out the switch clock here. Plus, I don't think a body slam even would take me lower than them, but get another one off. Oh, they do get a body slam off, but I have a shield, right? So switch timer's up, plus I got the Aqua Tail off. When you CMP on a 0, I learned that, I think I knew this already, but if you CMP on a 0, you both get the move off. So I'll take a pretty big advantage, HP advantage, and win the game. So had they, so why not? So why not? And look at, so let's just go over why I think some of that was a mistake. Why not and Seal are not sort of the same typings and not going to have the same weaknesses. So there's no point of giving up switch there when you're not getting anything out of it. And then the amount of times they gave up switch to show me their line, and giving up switch into a Seal when you know that I double resist the licks is a big no-no. And then me recognizing that, okay, I can take the one shield, let the Lickitung go down. I can take a huge energy advantage on my Nidoran. Not Nidoran, it's just Scroopy. Makes me easily win this game. And then they give up another switch. And so don't give up switch if you don't have. So what you learn from this? These are the three that you need to win any matchup. fight for switch in the sort of balanced team if you're just like have no win condition. That's when I fight for switch. Don't give it up unnecessarily unless it's an ABB style team. Like if it's a neutral lead, any neutral lead that's not an ABB style team, you should stay in. And then you need to figure out, am I going to win this? Yes or no? If I'm going to lose, can I grab a shield and take shield advantage? Or if I'm going to lose in the even shield scenario, can I then come into I'm going to lose switch advantage. Can I come in with my next Pokemon and take an energy advantage and get like those 3 poison jabs off, poison stings off to have an energy advantage on my next Pokemon? So that is how um, I think the best of the best think through these matches. Like these are really the 3 win conditions of a game. It's so people think like it's not just tap tap tap. You need to think through these 3 different win conditions in all these different scenarios. So that is it. Hope that's helpful. Let me know if you want me to do more of these or just one-off lesson is good enough. And that is it. So thanks for watching. I have one more video coming tomorrow. I'm filming this ahead of time. Maybe I reached legend, maybe I haven't yet. But it's a strong team so far. So hopefully that goes well. And that's it. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.